very much for your attention. As Alex said, we're going to try to go deep in our last adventure. We are talking about going digital, okay? So this is, I don't know if you know Dan. I personally don't know him, but I like the sentence, which means that big data is likely teenage sex. Everyone talks about it. Nobody really knows about it, how to do it. Everyone thinks everyone else is doing it, so everyone claims they are doing it. So we make a little switch for that, and now with our experience, we can say that it's the same for digital marketing, okay? Actually, the problem with digital marketing is that if you're not going digital, you look old-fashioned and you're not in, so you have to do it. So we will tell us our experience. So this is we work at Vygon. Vygon is a French company dedicated to medical sales devices, single-use products. Okay, so we've been around in France for 60 years and in Spain for 45 years. Okay, and our market is a very stable market. Okay, it's not very exciting. If you're doing a +5, it's good. If you're doing a +3, normal, and a +1, okay. So it's not very appealing, not very exciting market, but a good thing that it's stable. So you can test things. So I really agree with you, the fact that every company is different, the size and everything. And for us, it was very easy to take on board in 2014 the management by mission, because we were a structure which was very decentralized. We can do anything we wanted to do in Spain. This is a family-run company in France, 60 years old. They are very, very rich people. They don't need money, so they don't ask for a big return on investment. So they let us play, okay? Back in times, 2010, 12, I used to have like a 2 hours meeting with the CEO per year. So you can imagine, I could say, okay, now we're going to make and put the people first, and just guys say, oh, okay, and he didn't mind. So that's very easy to, no, but it's true. If you want to do that in a big pharma company, you cannot do that, but we were able to do that. So the thing is, talking about digital, I think that was our situation in 2015, and we were 50 people, 23 people in sales team, and 6 people in marketing, and we were making around 12 million euros a year. The thing is, it was very hot, and we wanted to do it in marketing. Okay, what can we do? We call for consultants, and of course they say, we're going to have a huge improvement on your sales, it's going to be great. It's going to be expensive, and you say, yeah, no problem, because it's going to be good. The result was that the problem is that when you don't know where you're going to go, when you don't know your destiny, you can end up anywhere. And that's exactly what happened. So the cost of the agency, every single euro was burnt. We didn't take any advantage of it. It was absolutely ridiculous situation, because we pay the check and then the months were going through and it was like nothing was coming out. So we learned from that, and if I have an advice for any of you starting a digital journey, think about it. We say, okay, we're gonna no tanto no, por acá, uno por uno. Our first decision was that it wasn't about digital. It was really something strategic, who has to be absolutely aligned with our management model, with our strategy, with our purpose. If not, it's not going to work. Because at the end of the day, what you're doing inside in your everyday life, when you talk about putting a big speaker, which is digital, it's going to show up who you are, what are your values, what are your way of working, and so and so. So you have to be clean inside before to go outside and say, this is what we are doing. So the first really big decision was we want to work ourselves. Is going to be in-house, and it's going to be done by ourselves. No more agencies, no more outside people. So we decided to make sure that it's going to be based on our missions. We start with a purpose, and then we're going to decide what's going to be the mission we want to work on.
You did that just for Spain?
Yes.
Independent of the
yes.
mother company?
Yes. And still now, after the success, we will see. Yeah, okay. It's funny. Fun. But it's, yeah.
Now they are copying you.
Oh, no. Frank. Oh, no. We don't have fun on ego. And so, of course, we knew by experience that it's going to be a cultural change. Okay? So this is a very big point. It's not about saying we go digital. No. It changed the way you work, the way you do things. It changed everything. Okay? So this is our management model. And I'm not going to all of that, but you see the logic. We've been purpose, which is the why, to whom, stakeholders, how we do that, values, and what, missions. Okay, this is how we organize ourselves. And between our missions, you can find that we decided we wanted to be knowledge leaders at disposal of healthcare organization. Okay, so that was the plan, and then you need to be lucky. So the first thing is to do the right thing, which is a mission. That's good. Then you take some risk, not very big risk, because you ask for training people and you start doing cheap things, but at the end, you have the right team. Now, this is a team we have of people who can create content, okay? So we hired some journalists, we hired some people with no experience at all, very young, very bad paid, but very, very useful to start. And then, at the right time, 15 days before the start of COVID, we hired this person with José Manuel without knowing exactly what was the job. He was a guy who was supposed to coordinate everything in the backstage, and we didn't know really what to do, but it was 15 days before COVID. And so, all of a sudden, digital was the must. And we were fucking ready. We have everything clear. And so we've been lucky. So the thing is, that was the mission. That was the objective, to be considered as expert by our customers. And now José Manuel will explain you from the marketing point of view, big headlines, and then Diego will explain you as a commercial what is a culture change we have to face. So, thank you.
So, for me, this is the big question: how I could become an expert from my customers. This is not. This is not really easy. You know, this is for me is the hard part of the task. Why? Because this is dead. We don't pay attention to things. Now we are in that way, for sure. This model, the model before everyone pay attention to the message, is dead. We are not paying attention to message too much time, and I think we receive close to 10,000 impacts messages during a day. So we are not taking care about the messages, not so much time, and they are not so important for us. So this is a big challenge to become an expert for our customers, because we are a really small player in the medical device business in Spain, because we are just 50 people company. So how can we get it? I'm going to try to explain you in 2 slides what we have done. But believe me, I love what Charles says in his presentation about changing mindsets and changing habits, because it's all about that, changing mindset and changing habits. First of all, what is an expert for our customers? And this is, for me, we must be relevant. But what is relevance? These are big questions for companies, especially in digital, or especially in every part of the world, love to talk about what we have to say, not what our customers are interested in. And for me, it's the same for the DPMC, or the management by missions. Of course, we are always defining relevant messages, but about what we want to say. And I think Charles also have mentioned something like that, that maybe at the CEO level, everything is with the missions, but if you go to the middle level or the low level, no one has noticed any change. So maybe this is because we were not relevant in Vygon. So we have to adapt our message, what our customer want to hear about. Easy, what the customer want to hear about. Big CEOs talk about that. So it's quite easy. Focus on the customer and answer people questions. Of course, this is not about my company. This is about the others. This is not about my company. So I have to consider what is important for my customers, for my employees, not for me as a company. But this is part of what we need to change a mindset. For me, it's even more important this. This graphic changed my life. Why? What told us this graphic? Told us that if we want to build a habit, that if we want to change a mindset, not only by relevance or perceived utility, we are going to change it. We need frequency. And even more, only with our relevant messages, we are not able to change or create a new habit. But with frequency, only with frequency, we can change a habit. This is what social media is doing. This is what mobile phone is doing. It's changing habits, not for relevance, for perceived utility. It's changing habits for frequency, by frequency. So when we understand that, we need relevant messages mixed with frequency for everything in our life. If we want to, because this is, as Charles says, this is about changing mindsets, changing habits. So consider in every plan, I talk about that with my team, consider frequency. Not only being relevant, even more, being frequent. So we use digital for being frequent. And this is when we arrive to the technology. Technology is a solution for our plans, for our strategy. It's not the purpose. We do not decide to use technology. We decide to create a plan to be for our customers, and we apply technology to be frequent. That's the message. For me, my presentation is end. Now, I present our tool. We create a campus, and campus is about customer depths. It's not about our products. We create a campus, and we create also social media to adapt to our customers with beautiful message. But we speak always about customer problems. We never talk about our products. And believe me, this is the hard change of mindset in France. Because when they use digital, they love to talk about products. We never talk about products. Our products are consequence of the problems of our customers. They are not the focus of our customers. Our customers don't want to hear about our products, wants to hear about their problems, to feel engaged with us. So we create a team, and we change the name. We're not anymore sales and marketing. We are sales skating, and Diego and me work together. And our sales skating, This is not marketing, this is not sales. We're a single department, of course, and this was a clear message to all our salespeople. And we collaborate between sales and the marketing team to create the content. This is not the responsibility of the marketing team to create the content. It's responsibility of everyone. Why? Because sales department knows perfectly the problems of the customer. We need that information to collaborate with them. And who is one of our leaders or the leader? The leader is everyone. I'm just going to take an example with Tony. Tony Polo is a sales rep in our company. And if you look at for Tony, of course you find LinkedIn, but you also can find Tony authors page. So our sales rep become an author. And he has a lot of publications on internet, online reputation, but he's also transforming the way he worked in the past. He's not a simple sales rep anymore, he's something more. Also an author, and something our customers can consider an expert. And this is a Google Analytics, but this is one of the articles Tony wrote in the past. More than 40,000 visits, more than 6 minutes every visit. So for us as a company, more than 4,500 hours of engagement with our customers with a single article of Tony. Of course, Tony is not exactly the author. Tony collaborates with the marketing team and the journalist to create the article. And finally, we decide that Tony sings this article. But we build a team to collaborate everyone. So, more results, if you wanted to know, we receive close to 2 million of visits per year at the campus. 2 million of visits for a 50 people company. It's high, really high in our business. We receive, I think, more, this is your presentation. We have more than 8,000 followers on Instagram. We achieve a lot of results we can share, but for sure, the successful is clear. And I think Diego now is going to explain you how it impacts on the sales team, who at the beginning were clearly unconfident about the project, but now.
Thank you, Jose. In terms of impact on our sales team and culture, we moved from a traditional model of physical meetings to a hybrid model with video calls, phone calls, social selling, video selling, digital in general, apps, and obviously maintain the physical meetings. What are the challenges and benefits for the sales team? First of all, listening with extra care to our customers. Is the pain that my customers tell me transferable to our customers? If the answer is yes, then I must activate the internal mechanisms for content generation that we can see in the next slide. We need customer situation awareness to know the customer needs. Generosity in sharing acquired knowledge with our other customers and colleagues, and confidence that other teams members do the same as I do in the same situation. We need to know that our sales team sails in distance, and we need to be sure that all the team are working on this line. Secondly, team content creation. The sales team collaborates on content development with all team members and QL, key opinion leader. And we need, obviously, teamwork, moving for a model in which the sales representative is self-sufficient to a model which he or she shares with everyone. It's important that the content creation starts near to our customers. Golden circle of continuous learning. Thanks to internal collaborative tools, knowledge circulates much more quickly. We have a lot of new technologies, new tools, new digital tools that help us to work on that. Networked knowledge exposes team members who do not have this continuous learning mentality. It's very easy to see it now. And obviously we need an added responsibility versus the model to be constantly learning. We have a lot of inputs of new knowledge that we need to use in our speech. And sharing wisely, digital allows us to share knowledge with more customers in less time. We have examples of many customers that works on our content in vacation, in our vacation. And it allows us to reach the emotional brain of our competitor customers. In the past, it's very, very difficult to impact with competitor customers, and now it's very, very easy to impact with our content or courses. It's also allowed us to filter, obviously, their interest. And when is it appropriate to share content? We think that in all the stage of sale, it's possible to do that. And with whom is it appropriate to share content? We need the permission for the customers to send the content on their private and social networks, like WhatsApp, mail, phone, etc. And we need a great sense of empathy. You never know if you are pushing too much or you are losing an opportunity. We need to work near with our team to do that. And last but not least, work organization to dedicate the right amount of time to physical meetings, digital contents, digital meetings, and self-training. And the difficulty lies in finding the balance between the ease of reaching many customers without traveling versus the risk of losing the human contact that builds trust. We need to stay, we know that it's very important that manager and sales rep works together to understand the situation and work on this line. And from...
Ahora sí, ¿no?
¿Quieres te pase?
¿Cómo hay que hacer?
Nada, dale.
So the thing is that, as we said at the beginning, it was a cultural change because the way of the old lonely sales reps can be anymore. We are asking much more on so many aspects that it's a new job. And you can go to Google and you for hybrid sales rep 2.0, and this is exactly what we have we've been through. And of course, if you want to go through all of that, ask for people to be much better at all of that. And of course, we're not talking about digital skills. You ask people to be much better in that, and you don't put the money on the table. Okay, so what's in it for me? So you really need to have a strong leadership team who understand and who believes and who share the fact that we have the purpose and we are a community. In the words of Simon Sinek, is a group of people who wants to learn together. We want to learn, we want to improve together, and then all of a sudden, because all is very clear, you're not asking people extra work. You're offering a proposal to improve themselves, and it's a big, big switch. So the thing is, with all of that very clear, we had more mission, you remember, and one of the mission was to promote the transformation of health organization into optimistic hospital. Since 2015, we are proposing hospital to follow our path and to change themselves, to take care of themselves as organization. So, being lucky, we had for first time in history, the possibility to train online people. People would accept to be trained online on soft skills. Not about techniques, as we say, but soft skills. So for us, it's been a huge jump in the future, and now we are holding with Fundación Hospital Optimista webinars and training on our campus as well on Fundación Hospital Optimista, which is, at the end of the day, a wonderful way to prove to our customers that we are not taking care only about their technical problems, but as well as human beings, and we care for them, okay? So the thing is, when you do that with a genuine way, and you believe from your heart, Maite was talking about the heart, that you are helping them on all levels, this is a holistic approach, and people, I would say that it would be the same everywhere in the world, that 99 or 95 or % of the people would give back to you. Because if I care for you, if I give, then you will feel, as a human being, to give back. And the way they show appreciation is by buying us more products, which is okay. So the thing is that since 2015, the market, we estimate that could have growth around 30%. So from 12 million, remember, we would be around 15 million. And the thing is, now this is our situation. So it's not very scientific, it's not very precise, but we can imagine that roughly we are making more, like 2 million more per year because of all we've done on digital, all the transformation. As you can see, it's very profitable as well because these guys are very, they have a car, they put some gas in and so, and these are much younger, so it's more profitable to have more people here than here. So you can imagine, yeah, it's true, this is a reality, okay? So the thing is, it's been very profitable.
Happy there, you don't send off anyone. Happy there, so
No.
take that money and make a difference.
So we would thank you for your attention, and hopefully you can, through the management by mission, have a better digital journey that we had Teenage Sex. Thank you very much.